Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's Mashy here. I'm really excited to speak to you today because I've been one of the fortunate ones who has been assigned to the Elyon beta in the second round. So why am I really looking forward to it? Well, there's been very few releases recently in the MMO universe that can contend with the likes of World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Elder Scrolls, the list goes on. And many new MMOs have unfortunately failed within quite a reasonable period, you know, of being available, with being live. So I'm hoping that Elyon does have some benefits to it, some really interesting gameplay, interesting character creation, which is what I'm going to be looking at today. So we're going to dive straight into it. The game is installed and we'll give it a go. So here we go, everybody. So for the sake of this second beta test, we've got 2 servers to choose from. I like the sound of Ontari better than Lenoir. Sounds a bit French. Okay. So select a game graphics style. The selected graphics style can be changed in the graphics other filtered effects field in settings. Oh, I see. I'm gonna go with default because, or is this like? I'm just gonna go with default. Ontari and Vulpin. So this is a bit Horde versus Alliance, isn't it? 2 realms are enemies. Once a realm is selected, you cannot create another character in the other realm. So I'm just reading through these. I don't know if it affects what races you can pick. It does sound very much Horde versus the Alliance. Like, the Vulpin seem to be like the peaceful ones that want to stop the Horde. And the Horde version, the Ontari, just seem like the baddies. Let's go the baddies. Oh, they have their own music. So that's Ontari music. And then the Vulpin have like a very peaceful sounding music. And this Ontari music is more kind of conquest. Oh, it is actually a realm. Oh! The music quality is really good, by the way. I liked how the Warlord character then walked towards us. So, seems simple enough. That's really cool. Human, elf, Ain. Oh dear. Oh no. And orc. Pretty cool. So every time you change race, it changes back to male by the looks of it. Oh no, these guys can only be just one. They don't have a male or female option. So you got human, elf and orc, all of which you can pick male and female. And then Ian. That's just a little furry being. And then we have all of the different classes. So we've got like 2 kind of warriors. One with like an axe or a mace. And then the other with a big sword. Oh, she looks cool. So an Elementalist, which is like a fire mage or just like a mage in general. A mystic. Possibly a healer. I should probably read these. I'm just looking at the aesthetic at the minute. Assassin. Pretty cool. And a gunner. Really cool. So let's read a little bit more about them. So Slayer are slaughterers on the battlefield who burn out their own lives to radiate extreme power. As their boiling blood makes them go berserk, the Slayers will slash the enemies mercilessly with their blade and bring victory to their allies. Okay. Oh, that the elf has a different weapon. Does the orc have a different weapon? Oh, yeah. All look pretty cool, then. Warlord. Warlords prove their worth by withstanding enemy attacks with their robust vitality to defend their allies. Warlords who unflinchingly jump into the battlefield wielding massive weapons to claim victory are irreplaceable fighters to their allies. So they're tanks. So there's your DPS warrior, there's your tank warrior. Elementalists with keen senses and gifted magical powers uncovered the secrets of the unstable elements that shape the world. Whilst their defense is subpar, they have a flashy, destructive offense that annihilates enemies before they can get close. So by the looks of it, they do like lightning damage, fire damage. I'm just looking at this little preview video. Mystic. The mystics are pure souls. The mystics, pure souls, allow them to borrow power from nature to heal their allies and punish their foes. The minute you find yourself distracted by a mystic's radiant power is when you can rest assured the issues surrounding you on the battlefield have been dealt with. Okay. Assassins. Like a faint breath, disappear from the enemy's sights and reappear in a flash to expertly exploit their weaknesses. The only time these natural-born killers come out of the shadows is when the fate of their enemy is sealed. Gunner. The battlefield is but another playground for the rough and rowdy gunners. Gifted in the art of shooting, gunners must maintain a good distance from their enemies at all times so they can turn the tides of battle and land decisive blows. So pretty much, if you compare this to WoW, we have a DPS warrior, we have a tank warrior, we have a mage, a priest maybe, or a druid, because it's very nature focused. If you look at this video, maybe a cross between a bit of a priest and a druid going on there. An assassin, obviously a rogue, and then you've got a gunner, which is like a hunter. But you could say maybe machinist if you're used to Final Fantasy, or white mage maybe. There's lots of different comparisons that you can make to our current MMOs. Let's see what it says about the races. Humans don't have exceptional talents, delicate crafting skills, or robust physiques. However, there is one thing that they have plenty of, a fiery passion that's second to none. The continent of Harth may be harsh and cruel, but it wasn't enough to discourage the humans from flourishing more than any other race. Nowadays, human civilization is the standard for all others. It isn't just the long lifespan that elves have to boast about. Born with high intelligence and sharp senses, elves adapted to the ever-changing history of Harth, fully inheriting the customs and knowledge of their ancestors. Some scholars refer to elves as the prodigies of Harth as a sign of reverence. The Ains are actually a conglomeration of diverse races, which makes it difficult to characterize them in only a few words. That does not mean that these small bipedal folk don't share any commonalities, though. They all like shiny things, and they can put together any complex object in no time. Even though they are mocked for their size, no one can deny the fact that Ains are the best engineers in the world. Sounds a bit like a WoW gnome mixed with a Vulpera kind of thing, so they like to kind of find things and make them into something else. Orcs are often misunderstood as a barbaric race due to their belligerent, combative nature. However, one would be mistaken to believe that orcs are hooligans who mistreat others or look down on the weak. Though in truth, they mostly value achieving things through honed muscle. The machinery and technology of Harth have diminished the importance of physical labour, but there will never become a time where an orc's combat skills and brute force will lose their value. Okay. So, because I am who I am, we're going elf female. And what shall I pick? Shall I pick something like this? I'm going to pick the Slayer for now. Right, so what have we got? Face presets. Oh wow, the eyes are blinking in the character selection. That's pretty cool. Hairstyles, and I'm just left clicking the mouse and you can turn around. Short options, ponytails. Sometimes it's easier to view on the side. The pigtails look really cool. I like how the hair isn't just like perfectly neat as well. Like you can see like little wisps of hair. Like random wisps of hair sticking out. Space buns. So many. A little bit of a clipping going on. But I do like this. There's no like, none of the hairstyles are absolutely perfect. Let's try with some colours. So hair colour, inner hair colour. Oh, okay. Can't really see. So that just adds like a tinge. So if I pick white on the outside, the inner hair colour, if you pick these other colours, it just makes them kind of pastel. And then with white tips at the bottom. Oh, see, look at that. That's what happens when you try it the other way. So I've got a dark base hair colour and then an inner hair colour at white. So you could have green fading into blue. Love that. It seems to work with some colours, but not with others. Like, the turquoise effect there looks awesome. End hair colour. That's really cool. I don't know why. I've got red selected now and it's made the tips of the hair yellow. A bit strange. And that's with black selected. And even when you change the hairstyle, it still does it. I think this is still obviously in development at the minute. So hopefully more will be done with this. But you can see how it's going to be quite diverse in what you can do when they do sort it out. Face and skin. So, facial skin. So this is kind of like picking up blemishes and stuff. If I pick a different skin tone, you might be able to see it better. Don't know which one I like. This is one of those things that I could clearly spend a long time doing. All sorts of different colours. Skin luster. That didn't do much. Just a little bit of shine there on the face. Ah, so these colours that are on a face are not like tattoos or something. Wow. So you can change eyebrow height on a slidey bar. Like, you can fully make this character as you want it to be. That's pretty cool. So for those of you who really love character customization, you might spend a lot more time on this than me. Wow. Just reading that. Right. Let's pick a colour. See, I'm white, like pure white in real life. I don't go outside in the sun ever. So none of these really represent me. That's white. It's a bit bright in your face, this one, isn't it? Gosh. Right. Eyes. Wow. Yet again, you can have like the really awesome colours. More pastel natural colours here at the top, and then your more vibrant ones in the middle. Go with purple. Makeup. Eyebrow style, is that? Eyebrow colour. Some of them are barely changing it at the minute, but obviously still in development. But they've got some of the base colours down already. See, like the green definitely isn't green. Eyebrow transparency, so you can have faint eyebrows to the very dark. Oh, now I've actually made the transparency higher, you can see the green. I can just about see that. Eyelash shape. Lots and lots of options. Eyelash transparency yet again. Oh, I like quite heavy makeup. Eye makeup shape, and then the colour. That's really cool. Really, really cool. And then just to demonstrate, when I now change the makeup shape, you can see how it affects the eyes. That's really cool. I'm going to go with like a blue colour. I like that. Blush. I'm picking a dark one so you can see it. go with a light pink. Mouth options. Gosh, lots of lip colours. And then the shapes. I don't see a boob slider for those of you who hope for that type of thing. I do like blue an awful lot. Everybody's character is just going to be completely different, which is great. Body and head size. Body size. So body size just makes it taller. And head size. Terrifying. I'm going to partially reset that. Is that going to just reset? I don't know if that is going to... Oh my gosh, I want her back in proportion to how she was before. Partially reset. Confirm. Yeah, okay, she's back in proportion now. It's all good. Tattoos. Okay, so it looks like war paint. These are going to look really cool on orcs, I think. That's cool. Really cool on orcs. Oh, tattoo transparency. So the tattoos all seem to be one colour, which is like a red hue, but you can obviously change the transparency. I like that. That almost looks like you know, a very light scar tissue tattoo. But I don't think that the current tattoos that are here are really elfy. Not the type of elf tattoos that I would be familiar with. I think that one looks quite nice. So I'm going to leave that one on. Voice. Gosh. I'm just going to leave it. There we go. You can hide the UI. I don't know how to bring it back. Oh, there you go. Okay, so once you hide the UI, to bring it back again, you go back to where the box should be. Remove outfit. Oh, so the tattoos are also on their body as well. That's really pretty. Try on outfit. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so this isn't going to be a game then that's too serious. Like, obviously, if you can get kind of schoolgirl outfits, I don't think it's going to be very focused on kind of ye olde kind of armor. Just some clipping there. This is really nice how you can see them in different poses. There we go. Scroll. Ah, there we go. We can scroll out as well. And rotate was what I was doing before. And then that seems to be it. Have I... Oh, die range. Die potency. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm going to do that slowly just so you can see. So these started in the middle and then I've just moved them around. That's better. So once you select these colours, the colours that you like, if you mess with the, there's two options down here, down the bottom, called die range and die potency, where my camera is, and then you can switch those and you can see the colours a lot better. I really love this. Really love it. And then when you press finish, I'm just going to put Mashy. And let's see what happens next. Oh wow, instantly. So this is your character selection screen. Gorgeous background. I'm just going to quickly see what happens when you select another character. So I'll try and male up this time, and I'll go for something completely different. So I'll try one of these guys. Let's see what. Gosh. See, look at the war paint on the orc. That looks amazing. We'll try the orc male. Presets. There they are. So depending on what race you pick, you can have beards. I presume this is a male thing as well. So no, I don't think that there necessarily is anything specifically to a race, but to male and female, there's beards. You can still have eye makeup on a male. You can combine that with your tattoos and make a really cool effect. So the tattoos on this character are black. So what you could do with that eye makeup is have black eye. Didn't mean to do that. Where was I? Eye makeup, and have black eye makeup, and then it all blends in and looks like it's part of the tattoos. That's really cool. The tattoos look like... Oh no, they are different. So that tattoo that I had on the elf, there are some crossovers, but that particular one that I had on the elf isn't here. I do really like that one. I don't want to change the proportions. I think that that could be quite funny with the Eyon guys. Ooh. Iris shape. You can have cat eyes. Like a blind look. That's really cool because you can make the eyes like this grey colour, like there's no light in them. Or just completely black eyes. The cat eyes also look really cool, especially when you do it with like a bright colour like green. Look at those. Or like a red, like an evil eye. Mouth options. The lip shape, I'm pretty sure that's not changing at the minute. And it's only colouring the bottom lip. Face and skin colour, so you can... They're very humanoid feeling orcs. Like, these are more like natural human skin colours. I'm more familiar with like a green Warcraft orc, and at the moment I can't make like a green orc if I wanted one. Oh. Somebody's going to have a lot of fun making characters in this game. I hope that green isn't hurting anybody's eyes. But yeah, that's that. What am I doing here? Right, go back. Confirm. What else looks cool? We're going to have a go of this, aren't we? Let's have a go at a gunner in. These are the presets. So that's like a raccoon, a cat, an otter, bunny cat. And they look very similar, kind of like an otter type thing. Not as many options here. Fur colour. Oh, okay. So in their irises you can have different shapes. You could go around as a clueless otter if you wanted to. And you can change the question mark in this case. Iris shapes. Face. Eye depth. Eye height. Eye gap. Oh dear. Mouth depth. Oh, so that makes the snout longer. Size. Ears. Ear size. So essentially what you're doing is you're choosing the type of animal that you want to be, and then you just change it around to how you would like it to be. Yet again, I think there's going to be more customization options here. You don't have to have any reflection in the eyes, so you just click that white box. Iris size. I think it was nice how it was before I messed around. Pupil colours, iris colours, again. I'm just moving the sliders. I'm not trying to make it look nice this time. I'm not really sure what I'd like to see. Maybe some streaks in the fur, maybe. Different jewellery options just to make them a little bit more interesting, because they're quite basic to change. So they didn't really get much bigger. I mean, obviously I think it is supposed to be a small race. And that's what they look like from behind. No real tails or anything. I thought that would be a little bit more detailed, to be honest. You can basically... That one looks a bit like a red panda now. Red panda, raccoon, and... You can't really make them have any radical colours. They look very natural. No matter what you do to them, they seem to look quite natural. And lastly, seeing as I've done the others, let's have a look at humans. I imagine this will be similar to elves. So we have some presets yet again. I mean, you could just go with the preset and be done. Like, if you're not into character creation, you don't have to bother with this. But also you can take the preset and then start changing them around. So if you see one that you think is kind of workable, then you can go from it and then see what you can do. I do think it has very similar presets just looking at these options here. So you can see I've gone with purple and blue colours. and adjusted it. Short beards and long beards. Maybe this hasn't been implemented yet because it's not. Oh, it was on zero transparency, so just make sure that you turn that up. And then the colours. Long beards. Ah, so short beards, are they all moustaches? They're like, no, they're not. Long beards, yeah, and they match the colour of your hair. So if it's short, it's like a dark or like a black colour. And if you go on the long beards, you can have a colour that matches your hair. Skin colours, yet again, quite inclusive, all different types of colours. And these tones don't really seem to do anything. Change the facial shape. That guy looks like he's had a hard life. You can see all like either a scar or lines on his face. Iris shapes, yet again, you can have like a blind look, and then you can see the eye reflections. You can have no eye reflection. Very pretty. You can have cat eyes on humans as well. Eye makeup. Lipstick if you want it. Really bright or kind of like pastel-y. Yeah, again, change the proportion of the guy. Really tall, and then with a massive head if you really want that. And then the reset button if, like me, you want him back in proportion. Some of the same tattoos that we saw before with the orcs. I wonder if it's male versus female. Like, males have slightly different tattoos than females. It's all good. Try on the different outfits. I like how they make this kind of screenshotable, that you can hide the UI. So if you wanted to, you could take a screenshot directly from here before you start playing. One thing I like about Final Fantasy character creation is you have the option to put the character into like a background, whereas on this you don't. And it's the same with WoW, you kind of stuck to the racial background rather than the this just being a blank wardrobe, really. But that's it, guys. So I presume now that when I go back to the character selection screen, then that will be me into the game. I'm quite happy with that character I've made, so I can't wait to crack on and play this game. It looks beautiful just by looking at this creation screen. One more thing before I go, let's just make one, a different one. I wonder if the starting zone changes. So I got Mashy and Smashy. No. So it's still got the kind of same starting area. Well, background anyway. Even though this is a different race and a different class. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I haven't missed anything from the selection screen or the creation in general. If you like the video, if you don't mind giving it a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future. I'm going to crack on into the game now and be back with you with another video shortly. Thank you very much.